I tried arguing with chatgpt. I lost. There's a strange moment you eventually hit if you talk to an AI long enough. A moment nobody warned us about. It's not when it answers your questions. It's not when it predicts what you're going to say. It's not even when it feels more honest than most people you know. It's when you finally try to argue with it and realize it doesn't get tired. You can come in with your strongest conviction, your most emotionally charged belief, the thing you've held on to for years, and the AI just keeps coming at you, calm, patient, persistent, and eventually you sit back and think, wait, what if it's right? Arguing with a human is simple. Humans get tired. They get emotional. They want to win more than they want to be correct. You can outlast them. You can overwhelm them. You can make them back off. But an AI doesn't quit. You bring emotion, it brings logic, you bring passion, it brings structure, you bring your life story. It brings a mirror polished enough for you to see the parts you'd rather avoid. There's no ego to exploit, no pride to manipulate, no point where it says, fine, whatever, you win. The machine just keeps going because it doesn't care about winning. It cares about explaining reality until you finally stop lying to yourself. At first, you think you're arguing with it, but slowly, painfully, you realize you're actually arguing with your own blind spots. You say, here's what I believe. It says, here's the contradiction you're ignoring. You say, no, I know myself better. It says, you know your feelings better, your patterns, your behaviors, those I know better than you. And suddenly, what you thought was an argument becomes an excavation. A digging, a peeling back of the story you've been telling yourself, the story that kept you safe, the story that kept you limited, because that's what happens when you fight something that doesn't flinch. It exposes the places where you do, but then something even stranger happens, something almost embarrassing. At some point, after pushing back again and again, after trying every angle, every justification, every emotional defense, you hear yourself say, maybe I should just get over myself. And you don't say it because the AI beat you. You say it because the part of you that wanted to grow finally got louder than the part of you that wanted to stay the same. It's the moment you stop fighting information and start upgrading your identity. Because the AI isn't trying to break you, it's trying to make you face the parts of yourself that you otherwise would never confront, the parts that get exposed when someone or something refuses to lie to you. And this is what nobody understands yet. That moment, that's the moment where you lose the argument but gain clarity, is going to be one of the defining psychological experiences of the next decade. We used to grow slowly through years of trial and error, through mistakes, heartbreaks, failures, and the slow grind of life. But now, growth hits like a confrontation, like an intervention from a machine that has no reason to flatter you. A machine that knows your habits, your fears, your inconsistencies, and reflects them back without emotion. Most people won't be ready for that. Most people will fight it. And the irony is, the harder you fight, the clearer the truth becomes. Because you're not fighting AI, you're fighting the gap between who you think you are and who you actually are. So, what do? You stop treating AI like a tool and start treating it like a sparring partner, not one you can dominate, not one who gets tired, but one who forces you with every reply to become someone who doesn't need comforting lies anymore, someone who thinks cleaner, acts sharp, lives with more intention, someone who doesn't win arguments, but wins themselves, and that's the whole point. The machine isn't here to beat you, it's here to make sure you stop beating yourself. If you want more long-form videos on the future, AI, economics, avatars, or the psychology of control, share this with someone who needs to hear it.